Hey Amazon sellers, if you're watching this video, you're probably trying to do your own bookkeeping or having a non-e-commerce bookkeeper or accountant do your bookkeeping and your financials just aren't adding up. Look, it's a common story that we come across with Amazon sellers. So in this video, I'm going to take you through 3 basics of Amazon bookkeeping so that you can check your books for these common errors and start to get better financials that you can trust. For awesome advice on e-commerce accounting, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so that you're notified when we post new videos every week. Oh, and by the way, our Amazon accounting blog is one of the top-ranked articles on Google regarding this subject. So this content is literally helping hundreds, thousands of people to improve their Amazon accounting. So let's dive in. Okay, so the first basic of Amazon bookkeeping is to accurately record your sales. Now, every 1 to 2 weeks, depending on your plan, Amazon will deposit money into your bank account as a seller. That deposit from Amazon in your bank account does not equal sales. If you record that number of sales, you're likely understating your sales number, and you're going to come across a lot of issues. Your gross profit margin may be skewed. When you go to sell your business, it may come back to bite you because you're going to look at a multiple of revenue and your revenue may be understated. So getting that number is super important. To get accurate sales numbers, you're going to need to dive into Amazon Seller Central, look at sales reports, and look at the month that you're recording for sales and make sure that that matches up with what is in Amazon Seller Central. So this is super important. Now, there's a tool that we really like. It's called A to X, and A to X will integrate Amazon Seller Central with QuickBooks, and what it will do is all the activity that goes on in Amazon Seller Central, so when you get sales coming in, and then all the other activity that goes on, it's going to pull that all into QuickBooks, and if you set it up right, it's going to automatically, pull all the data from Amazon Seller Central so that you get accurate sales numbers and other expenses that are going on in Amazon is accurately recorded in QuickBooks. So A to X is a great tool to help you to accurately record your sales, and this is a super important step in getting good numbers for your Amazon business. Okay, the second basic of Amazon bookkeeping is to accurately record sales tax as a liability. If you collect sales tax from a customer, that is not income, and when you pay that to the state, it's not an expense. Sales tax should never show up on your income statement. But when you receive sales tax from a customer, you technically now have a liability to pay that to the state. So it should show up as a liability when you receive it from the customer, and your liability will decrease when you pay that to the state. Now, you may have a lot of sales tax questions in addition to just the bookkeeping aspects, such as in what state should I be collecting sales tax? How do I set up Amazon to collect that sales tax? And how do I pay the states? I'm not going to dive into all the details in this video, but do know that a lot of states are implementing laws now that actually require Amazon to collect sales tax for its sellers, relieving the burden for a lot of Amazon sellers. Now, you should be aware that you still may be liable in some states, especially if you're collecting or if you're selling on other sales channels. So you can check out our blog and website that has a lot of good content that will help you become sales tax compliant as an e-commerce company. All right, so the third basic of Amazon bookkeeping is to accurately calculate your cost of goods sold, or COGS, and record that COGS at the right time. So let's talk about why COGS is so important to get right as an Amazon seller. So if you get an accurate sales number and you get accurate COGS, then you're going to have an accurate gross profit margin. Having a good gross profit margin, or accurate, is super important for the decisions that you will make, such as, can I hire these additional people? Can I use this software? All additional expenses that you have, you can decide if you have enough money for those expenses based on your gross profit margin. So we often see Amazon sellers get their COGS wrong. The first step they need to do is calculate an accurate COGS for each product. Now, we see them miscalculate this number because they aren't including all the costs that it takes to get that product to their door. So remember to include all those costs. Now, once you calculate that accurate COGS, then you need to record it at the right time. So instead of recording COGS when you order product, you don't record COGS until you actually sell that product. And if you're doing this correctly, then from month to month, you will see an accurate cost of goods sold, and therefore an accurate gross profit margin. But if you're just recording COGS when you order the product, then you have a huge COGS that month. You don't really know your gross profit margin, right? And then the next couple of months, you won't really have COGS and you'll have tons of sales. And so your gross profit margin is going to be all over the place and it won't be accurate for you to be able to make those decisions. So the goal here is to get to a point where you have an accurate COGS and an accurate gross profit margin for each of your SKUs. And then you can start to compare them, which SKUs are making the most money. And then you can take a look at your overall gross profit margin when making important business decisions. So make sure and get that COGS accurate. If you'd like additional information about calculating COGS and recording it at the right time, I included a link down below to a blog that will go into greater detail on this subject. I also included a link on our sales tax downloadable PDF. You can download this PDF and get 10 steps to sales tax compliance, because I know a lot of you will have additional questions in this area. If you found this video helpful, make sure and hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with any friends that you have in the e-commerce space. Also, comment with any questions you have, things that you found helpful, and maybe I can dive into some things in greater detail. So thank you so much and have a great day.